So welcome back to North Fork. I'm Derek, thanks for joining us today. So today we're out here splitting a little bit of firewood. I've actually got a lot of firewood to split. I've got probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 cord to split and get ready for next couple years. Probably got enough for next winter, so it'll be the winter after. But what I want to talk about today is why I split my firewood so small. So the last log that I split, I took a log about like this. It's about an 8-inch log. And I split it down into 8 pieces. So the splits are about 3 inches, probably somewhere right around there, 2 to 3 inches. And most people would take a log like this and they might split it in half, or they might quarter it, something like that. But I split it down into 8 pieces. So the pieces are fairly small. But the reason that I do that is because they dry a lot better. So you take a log like this and you split it down into half, or you quarter it, and you've got a little bit of surface area. But when you split it into this many pieces, there's all this surface area where that moisture can come out of that log. The bark holds the moisture in. That's the whole point of the bark. So when you split it down, there's more surface area for that log to dry. The drier the wood is, the better it burns. When there's moisture in the wood, you have to use more wood to boil that water out of the log before that log will burn. So wood with any kind of moisture content in it, 15-20%, is going to take more wood to get the same amount of heat out of, because you have to boil that water out. So when you split them smaller and you let them dry for a couple years, you get better efficiency out of your wood burning unit. So the downside of splitting wood this small is that it takes more time. It takes longer for me to split these logs, where some people would only split a log like that in half or quarter it. It takes longer for me to split this into 8 pieces. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal to me. I enjoy splitting wood. It's something that I like to come down here on I have a couple hours on the weekend or after work, something like that, and I enjoy splitting firewood. All total, throughout the whole year, I burn all year long in my wood boiler. We burn about 8 quarter wood. It's not much at all. So for me to take a little bit of time here and there, a little bit of extra time for me to split this wood down into this size, it's not a big deal. I'm not doing this commercially. I'm not selling the firewood. I'm not trying to get the most out of my time. I just enjoy coming down here, splitting firewood, and at the end of the day, the wood burns a lot better when it's split this small. So one of the arguments that people like to say against splitting wood this small, they like to leave the wood bigger, is because it burns slower, and it absolutely does. When you cut wood this small, again, it's drier and it burns faster. There's more surface area, so this wood will absolutely burn faster. But in my wood boiler, the gasification unit that I have with using water storage, we have 1,200 gallons of water storage. I want the wood to burn fast. I want to get as much heat out of there as possible. I want that wood to burn fast and hot. So if you haven't seen the wood boiler that we use, it's an indoor gasification boiler, and I put some links. I made some videos a while back. I should probably update those videos, but you can watch through those, and it gives a little more in-depth view of the wood boiler that we use. But I like to have the wood as dry as possible because I don't have to burn that moisture out. It burns hot, it burns fast. That's just what I want in the unit that we have. Again, it does burn fast, but it's exactly what we want for our specific situation. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Just a little explanation. I know a lot of people have commented on that in my previous videos about splitting the wood so small, why I do that. Again, I'm looking at 2, 3, 4 inches, pretty small splits, but that's exactly what I want to do for my situation. Works perfect. So we're gonna get splitting. Got lots of wood here to split and stack and get drying. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Anybody have anything to say?
Bye.
Adam?
Bye.